Is this anything goes because there's no cameras? This is no holds barred. We got a couple days off here that will help us a little bit with a couple guys. You guys will ask questions about all the individuals, but hoping that gives us a little boost going forward. We'll put together a normal week just a day earlier and try to get all the work done and prep for going to KC. We're playing a terrific football team with tons of documented success and star players and star power and all of that. Fantastic coach, and they just won their division too, so they're flying. It's a great opportunity for us. This is the chance to see, arguably the best of the AFC, and so we'll go take our shot and see if we can play a good football game and do the things we need to do. They struggled with Houston the other night, and but did as they do. They won at the end of the game, did a nice job. So we're looking forward to this challenge. It's going to be a good one.
Did Tyler have his surgery, and if so, how did it go?
He had his surgery, and the doc said it was perfect. He had a lot of work done, but it's very, very secure, and so they feel very good about him coming back quickly.
Is there a chance that he could only miss one game?
There's a chance, yeah.
What's more realistic, that he does miss a
No,
couple?
that's the first thing that came out of them, that there's a chance. So that from the docs, so we'll see what happens. I mean, that sounds crazy, miraculous, but they secured it in a way that they know that he can already start moving his hand and stuff like that, and so we'll see what happens. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
When did he have it?
Sorry.
When did he have it?
It was, today's Tuesday, it was yesterday at midday.
Is he back with the team now?
Not yet.
Pete, you guys have played obviously in one of the coldest games ever. It's supposed to be pretty cold this weekend. Does that change how you guys prepare for this, get ready for the conditions?
Not much. We can't do much about it, It's going to be just as cold on their side too. So we just got to be ready. There's going to be some wear, clothing that we wear that will help us adapt.
Or anything from that Minnesota game that you can?
Yeah, that it doesn't matter how cold it is. You can still go out there and play wherever you're going and win a football game. That was a great experience for us. Still, the thing I remember most is Bud, pregame. Biggest stud in the whole stadium.
You invite him along this week, or?
Might need to.
Promoting Laquan Treadwell, I guess, what do you kind of expect out of him?
Yeah, we expected for him to be right in the mix. As soon as we got him going, he really fit in. And a few weeks back, he had 3 weeks with us, and we sat him this last week, but he's back in it. So he's been around. He's got experience. He's got poise about him. He can do all of the things that we need him to do. He's versed at more than one position and all that. So we feel very comfortable with him being coming into it.
Where does de-escalate stand in things right now?
I just visited with him. He's working it. He's trying to get back. Yeah, he's still working on it.
Is he going to practice with you this week?
Not today. Just go by the day.
How's Al Woods?
He's still sore, and I just visited with Al too. He's sore, and we're going to have to wait the week out and see what happens later on. But right now he can't go today.
Back to Lockett, he probably would be one of the few players who could just roll out maybe the end of next week.
I wouldn't have any problem with him playing, with just going through the walkthroughs and stuff like that. I'm not even sure what the situation will be. Whatever it is, he'll adapt to it and figure it out.
Pete, you've always been a coach that wants to win consistently. You've admired guys who've done it. What Andy's done, 2 different stops in his career, and what he's doing in Kansas City now. Just how
yeah, he's done everything. He's been an amazing coach at a championship level. But it's more than that. He's kind of set the tone for how things go kind of offensively, around the league, and they've been able to maintain a cutting edge of it, with creativity and execution by their guys. I mean, he lucked out, Patrick Mahomes was a great get. That really helped. But what they've done is they've adapted to what Patrick is so good at and made him a great player. And so, I mean, Andy deserves so much, and his effect and his style. But it's like you said, it's this consistency that I admire the most.
Does he rank on all the chess matches coaches you
No,
have?
he's as good as you get. He's as good as you get. He reminds me of Jerry Burns. That'll throw you.
Has he ever had a post-game moment as good as Jerry Burns?
No. He's a little more, what should we say, tactful.
What makes Reed's offenses so hard to defend?
because of the versatility of it, the quickness and rhythm, the creativity, and that they have things that they love to do that you can see. They have their base things, but they always complement them really well, and will take advantage in every game plan to be unique in some way. And that's, Eric Bieniemy has done a fantastic job. He deserves a ton of credit too. I don't know where they draw the line there, but I know Eric is calling all the plays, and he's been highly successful and continues to show that he commands this offense, and they're the top offense in the NFL. It's the best in the world, and Eric's calling all those plays, so you got to give him a lot of credit.
Reed has the reputation of wanting to throw the ball, but his running games habitually are really good.
They have good, yeah. They have really good balance, and they don't overdo it with the running game. They know what they got in the quarterback, so they're going to throw the heck out of it. But they have really complementary balance that allows them to be effective with all of the different things they do, because they do a lot of actions and a lot of movements with the QB and all of that come off of the running game, and it's very effective. Big RPO team. They're as much so as anybody.
Jordan Brooks, what's his status?
He's practicing, so we'll see how it turns out for the week. But he's really determined to play.
You always talk about balance. Want to have whatever's available in that specific game. If it is really cold and hard to throw the ball, how important would it be to get your running game?
It'll basically more depend on the wind, I would think. On this one, it's going to be like fair and warmer, but without the warmer. It's going to be sunny and clear and all of that. We're going to have a beautiful day. But yeah, it's crucial. This is crucial to have the balance that you need, so that if it does dictate the action of the play, then we have to be able to manage that in that manner. So we're on it.
How's Ken Walker doing?
We'll see. He made it through the week and was a little sore coming out. We'll see how this week goes. You got to give him every day to get back.
Is he going to practice today?
No.
DJ Dallas got a chance to come back?
He says he does. He's clamoring for it, and you gotta love the guy. He's all over it. He's trying to talk to trainers into letting them do everything before they want to. But if it can happen, he'll make that happen.
Your special teams play is up to #1 in those DVOA rankings. What have you guys been able to do well, kind of across the board, special teams this year?
Well, we have really good skill guys, and kicking the ball. And that's the kicker and the punter are fantastic, and they can do everything that anybody can do. But that's the highlight of it, and what it is the core group that Tracy and Larry Izzo put together out there. They've got a really good complementary group of guys that plays, led by Ballore, but Cody and Tanner and now Johnny Radigan's back out there doing stuff, and all of the guys that have contributed. We have really good perimeter play, gunners and hold-up guys. So it's just a really well-rounded, well-executing group. We rarely, have big errors, and penalties are not a big factor for us. We're really good at that. So it's a complete group.
There were some of those errors early in the season. How far have you guys come in terms of
Yeah,
cleaning that?
we shut it down. We shut down the penalties and stuff early on. We haven't returned the ball in the punt game much at all, but Godwin's really given us a boost here coming back. He's jumped in there and been a factor in the last couple of games. Really excited about what he's doing in the kickoff returns.
Did you see that in him immediately, or when you guys picked him up?
Godwin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was part of the package that we knew he had done that. He's been a defensive player, and he's got a really good, tough attitude about him, which is part of his style of hitting it, and so we're not surprised. We're thrilled that it's working out, though.
When you're during that 4-game win streak, you guys are running the ball really well. Has there been progression up front since then with the run game?
It just has not been clean like we want it to, and those guys are still working hard and busting their tails. More than anything, we just need to keep doing it. We just need to keep doing it and keep taking our swings, and the plays will pop, and I just want more frequency.
Will Godwin get a look on punt return?
Possibly. He catches them.
Obviously, you had Tyler the last couple of games, so you got to find him.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else that fits in at punt return?
Yeah, well, DJ done it, and if DJ gets back, that's one guy. Winston, Aesop Winston he's a really classy catcher. He's been working at it. He's kind of been our guy in the back pocket if we need him.
How do you think the attention to DK from secondaries will change, if at all, without Tyler on the field?
You're saying to DK? Yeah. Oh no, I think it could have an effect. Sure. For teams that do things, not every team does things like they just double guys and take guys away. Most of the teams don't do that. They give guys special emphasis and things like that. But look at those guys. So who do you stop? They both got 80 catches. They've both done everything, and touchdowns and all that stuff. So it will help the other team some. Yeah.
What does that mean? How does DK need to adjust to that, if at all?
No, he just needs to keep plugging, keep working, and we need to keep moving him around and do all the things we do with him. But it really gives an opportunity for Marquise and to see Tread, and see what he can do to help us too, and all the way through the ranks. Derek will continue to play. Penny's working at it too. So everybody's going to have to fit together. You can't replace Tyler. He's too extraordinary, in what he does. We'll do other things to offset, and try to hopefully draw the attention we need.
So to see what Marquise can do potentially with more opportunities?
Sure. Yeah, he's done everything. I mean, he's caught every ball we've thrown at him. He's made all the plays. He's been spectacular in his role. I think he's got 4 or 5 touchdowns, maybe 5 touchdowns, 4. Yeah, he's doing a good job. So, and he flies. So we're thrilled about that he may get even more attention.
On KC's D-line, what are you seeing from how they use Frank and Carlos?
They're using them in their classic ways that those guys play. Frankie's more of an edge rush guy, and Los plays on the left side and does his thing. He's got a style all of his own. The guy you can't keep your eyes off is Chris Jones. He's a monster, and so it really complements. They all complement each other, make it a good, effective group.
There were reports a few years ago that Patrick Mahomes had dropped a little more in the first round. That maybe you guys had some interest in him. Do you remember what it was about it?
I know John really liked him. No, John was all over it. He had studied him hard. He knew what he could do. I don't remember the circumstances now, but I know that going in, John was really thrilled about this guy's chances of being a great player. And it was always about the off-tempo plays that he did that were so extraordinary. Well, look at him now, and you could see that he had a range of abilities that most guys don't have, and John had a really good feel for that. He was right on it.
You said before that Darrell Taylor has like the exact measurables you're looking for in an outside linebacker in your scheme. What's like the prototype look like at defensive end for you?
Well, are you talking about the 4-3 defensive ends? Are you talking about the big guys that play inside in 3-4?
Yeah, the latter.
Yeah, those guys need to be 3 techniques and 4 techniques and 5 techniques. They need to be able to do a little bit. They need versatility about them, and you can play them accordingly if they're more skilled at one aspect than the other. And there's a different style about guys that really play square stances and 2 gap and 4 techniques, and then guys that get off the ball in 3 techniques. So there's a spectrum in there that depends on how the guys bring their skills to it, and we kind of tweak around that the best we can.
Personnel side, how's the switch to scheme worked, do you think, this whole season?
I didn't hear what you said. Personnel-wise?
Personnel and players, how do you think the change in scheme on defense has worked?
Oh, it gives us a ton of versatility. We have more versatility than we ever had, and it's going to be better as we grow with it in the future, I know. But the versatility is really, it's special. We had to try to do it in different ways before to be versatile, which we did. But this system is better for us in that regard.
So it's here to stay, obviously.
Yep.
Did Puna play nose at Texas?
Yes. Oh, at Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he did. I thought he played a lot there.
So is that like if you don't have Al and obviously don't have Brian, is that kind of where Puna fits going?
He's a natural playing at that spot. He's different than those guys how he plays, but he's really good inside. Yeah.
Is that Miles' background too?
He's done a little bit of everything. Yeah.
The times Cody's had to play middle linebacker, what have you thought of how he's done that?
Really, Bob, there's not that much difference, in it. It's kind of like there's a romantic way of looking at the Mike linebacker. That you think that he's all that they used to be. They have to be able to do everything, meaning that they have to play in A gap and they got to play on the edge and they got to drop in coverage and turn and run with the tight ends and all that. So he's well equipped to play there. He can do all this stuff. But they're trained and they flip so much by formations, and the offense dictates that the guys have to have the versatility. So it's really not even a chore to switch for him at all. And you could easily switch him to Mike and see Jordan playing at the jack spot for us, and it wouldn't be a big deal at all because they have to just learn everything. That's just part of it.
How did Ryan Neal come
The
out?
romantic part of the Mike linebacker.
How did Ryan Neal come out of Thursday? He's fine.
He's hobbling a little bit. Yeah, it hit him hard. Yeah, the work hit him hard. He's not ready to practice today. But we know that he can do it and come back and play well. So, but we're days away from that right at this point.
The knee issue again?
Same thing, yeah. His housemate's knee.
What's that?
Housemate's knee?
Yeah, you never heard of that?
No, explain that one, please.
I'm sure it comes from when you. I should never have said that. Never have said that. But it's from kneeling down a lot, and the bursa in your knee gets irritated, and it can really swell up.
There's no cameras.
I'm not.
We'll take
that's
care.
right.
We'll take
that's
care.
right. No cameras. I'm not on. That's right. I like that. Appreciate that.
When the play does break down and Patrick has to, as you said, off tempo kind of plays, other than his arm strength, what does he do so well to make those opportunities happen for their offense when
It's really cool to watch the guy play. Because he has the ability. He can be messing with the rush over here, spin out and know that the guy all the way down the field on the other side has a chance to get the ball, and the ball goes. Meaning that he has a feel for the entire field, and everything is available to him because he's got a great arm, and his release is excellent too, and he can release however he needs to. That's not overplayed. When they talk about the different ways he can get rid of the football, it really does come into play for him. It really helps him in the decision making that he can make because everything's available. He can be going this way and put it back over there, throw it across his body, the no looks and all that kind of fun stuff. But it's really his overall awareness. He's got amazing spatial awareness, and it allows him to have everybody available. And so you can't rest. I mean, you may have a guy that slips and falls over here, and he's going that way, and that guy pops up, and bam, he'll find him. And those unique plays are available to him. So he doesn't do it all the time because you can't. But they're on film now. And he doesn't always hit them, but he sees them, and it's remarkable to watch.
What are the differences you see with their offense without Tyreek Hill?
Probably not as determined to just show him off. He was so special that they were always looking for their ways. They haven't had Hardeman, and Hardeman's a big-time downfield player. He's coming back this week. But it was really just the uniqueness, and I just give it back to Andy and Eric, that they know that the uniqueness of the player, they're gonna make it come to life, and then obviously that guy was so fast and so extraordinary that they did stuff that you knew he was playing,
Kelsey, the numbers just year over year, pretty crazy. What makes him so effective in the passing game?
It's the two of them. I mean, they're both great players and great awareness players, and they just make things happen out of the norm. The normal stuff, they're impeccable. That's the rhythm stuff in the zones, and he's all over the place, available to the quarterback. But it's the other stuff too, and the special plays, and it's really something to watch. There's a play when Patrick gets messed up and he's spinning around and coming off the ball. Kelsey gets knocked around. He goes to the ground, gets up. It doesn't feel like he's in the play. Like the play's still going on, and then he takes off across the field, and Patrick hits him down by the goal line. And it's like, it's just amazing stuff to watch. Just unusual things happen when those guys play, and that's why they're so unique and special. He's got 12 touchdowns. He's got 80-something catches, for a reason.
Big picture, just what's the main thing you would pinpoint that has to go right for you guys to finish strong down the stretch?
Well, let's just talk about this game. First off, because that's the only one I'm really know exists. We've got to play really sharp football across the board. We've got to take advantage of all of the opportunities that get there. We've got to catch the interceptions. We got to stay on sides. We got to not give them things. We got to make them have to work and play a championship style game. If we can do that, then we're getting to where we're at our capabilities. Other than that, we've come up short. We keep knocking our head against the wall with a play here, a play there, and we haven't gotten rid of all of the stuff that would allow you to play a great championship style game. And so it's clean, sharp, focused, disciplined, and the precision has to be there. And particularly in this game, this is a freaking great game for us, because if we don't play like that, they beat you. They're too good. We have to play a great football game, and so that doesn't mean we have to kill them. We have to do right throughout. So that's really what we're trying to do across the board, and don't give them this play and that play in a tight ball game, and what makes it hard to get the win.
Did Gino make it through the 49er game okay?
Yeah, he's in good shape. He was great today.
Where's Arrowhead rank in all the places you have to go into and win?
Yeah, it's right there. You know, it's a terrific place. There in Buffalo and the AFC are really great stadiums to go to and outdoors and very much like Lambeau. You know, the kind of atmosphere that you get on the outdoor stadiums. And of course, all three of those have cold. You know, that are part of that factor.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you.